when a woman says, "Oh, thanks, but I have a boyfriend," I'm gonna say, "Oh, I talked to him. He's cool with this."
Man, I love riffing that's just that's improv.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Because some
Yeah.
riffing is like, and then there's some riffing that's like, do-do-do-do-do-do. That's the improv riffing. Do you know what I mean?
Do you
Yeah,
mean
know
'cause,
what?
like,
I think I do, but right now I don't.
We can talk about it.
do you mean because like
Me.
some riffing is like who's gonna have the smartest line, but improv is more like you could be absurd and silly.
Or I guess it's that's true. Yeah, like some people are like
Airplane mode.
it's
Yeah, nice. I put mine on the silent moon mode. Whenever I put it on, I don't think
Silent
silent. I
moon?
think silent moon.
Wait, isn't that a book? That's
Sailor
Good
Moon.
Night.
Sailor
a-
Moon
Oh, or
Yeah.
Good Night Moon.
does
Good
this,
night,
right?
moons.
I don't know.
There's a lot of
Anime characters always be
Careful,
doing this.
you look like a white supremacist if you do that.
Really?
Oh.
I don't know.
Well,
wait.
if you have one finger out, you're good.
I'm going like this.
Yeah, they'll
Yeah.
think it's a gun.
Because that's who I'm going to shoot anybody. They don't look like me. If they're not the same color as my gun. All right. All right, now you can start.
Okay, all right, good. Wait, so can you tell me the name of your special again?
Half of we.
Half of We, and then
Yes.
And you tell me everything you liked about when you watched it.
I'll get back to you on that.
You know what's so funny is on the walk here, I had an intrusive memory the last time I saw you, and
Yeah.
you said the same thing because I hadn't watched it yet, and I was like, "Damn it! I should have watched it before the pod."
Well, you need to.
But I did
no,
like
doesn't
it,
matter.
and I commented.
Thank you.
Well, actually, I don't know if I commented. I'm pretty sure I did. Why wouldn't
Oh,
I?
We're just the
man.
worst friends in the world.
It'd be crazy
Hey.
if I went there and liked it and was like, I'm not gonna comment.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to be the first to like and comment on both of the things that you guys make.
Yeah, and to listen after 3 months.
Yep.
Bold of you to assume I'm ever gonna make anything.
I'm gonna fight for it. This is a thing that I do with all my friends. I pressure them into recording. So you're next.
Nice.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Ellie, why not?
I don't know.
In a year?
Even Brittany, who believes in me, is like, maybe in a year.
No, you can do it, but a year
I
feels
know.
like enough time to
I don't
mentally
know.
prepare.
A due date, I'm telling you.
Due date's
is
good.
the best thing for you.
I don't know. I got
Yeah.
a lot of stuff going on.
Right.
Yeah. I didn't want to do mine, but then because of the guy, I was like, okay. you know?
Totally, yeah.
And
you
then
need
I
to
just
way to
yeah.
do it. Yeah. Well,
Anyway.
we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
God, I hate this. I
Has
feel like
this
I'm having
started?
dinner with my parents.
yeah, we started.
Yeah, we started
great.
a long time ago.
No pointing at me and going, "Hey, we're on."
Yeah, because you don't decide.
You are so excited to be here.
I
Steve.
am. I am very.
I appreciate you letting us know that you're happy to be here. you
I
know?
really am excited to be here. Wait. This seems
No,
sarcastic.
I'm serious.
No. Brittany's just like this.
Oh no, I know the bit. I watch
Okay.
her act. I'll watch the special as soon as it comes out. But this is one of my favorite ones I've ever done.
What?
Yes. Oh
What
my God,
the
that's
hell?
so
Not-
amazing.
Not right. Like
Yeah.
obviously, this one hasn't been finished
Well,
being made yet.
It's
but
gonna be good.
You're just like, I'm having the best time of my life
right
now.
Life is at full throttle.
I'm peaking.
And that was before you knew it was even going. So you're like, it hasn't even started yet. It's.
I was like,
it's just
these
about
bits
to
are
start.
these bits are great. We got to hit play
Last
or
night
whatever
I was texting Steve, and he was like, "Based on this riff, I can't wait for the pod
Oh
tomorrow."
yeah, that's right.
And I was like, "What about based on last time you did the pod?"
Yeah.
He
Totally.
act like he was going into it brand new.
I'm excited. It's two people I riff with when I see in person.
yeah.
And we already have a lot of fun. It's way more fun to do a thing where, obviously this is a show, but I can turn that off when it's
Yeah,
you
yeah.
two.
Totally, yeah.
And-
And I'm
and
sure
you
you're doing a
can't-
lot of shit that like that's not as fun, but you have
Yeah.
to do.
And
to
let's list
promote-
them.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Who's the
Well, we're
worst
number
thing that
one.
you've had to do? Go ahead.
Also, Maxim, can we turn the TV off? I keep
Yeah, I hate that
noticing
it's on.
my wet hair.
I said I wouldn't leave it on. I was trying to adjust the camera.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, there's
sorry.
Max.
It's okay. We haven't started yet. Because they're going to tell me.
Sorry, Maxim. Brittany and I are like abused birds that if the
That
monitor's
explains
on,
all the crackers.
and we get
What? Oh, I loved it. I don't care if it doesn't make
what
sense.
the fuck does that mean?
Audio, they're gonna be like, there's a
It
lot of
explains
crackers.
all the
there.
seeds stuck in the bottom of my shoes.
Oh, here's yesterday's newspaper.
That explains all the feathers tickling my nose. There's just all this random stuff around
And
you.
that cat that keeps staring at you.
Look at its fucking chops.
Welcome to Worthless Clowns. I'm like so sweaty from
I
laughing
know,
in
me
the
too.
rain.
Also,
You're probably wondering, why do they start the intro so late in the show? The guests wonder that too.
what else are we supposed to fucking do? You know what? If we do
It's just
the
a bit-
intro at the top of the show, Brittany says it like she's being held hostage.
Yeah.
So
Can I
you
see
have
it?
to
Can I
warm
hear-
up beforehand.
Yeah, you want a
Do
little
it.
taste? All right.
We're
Welcome
starting-
to Worth. It starts out good.
Yeah.
We're
Starts out
starting right now.
enthusiastic.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Worthless Clowns. It's a podcast about who we all are. I'm Brittany Cardwell, pronounced Cardwell from on Instagram.
She is joking right now, but that is what it's like.
That is how I do it.
You get
Hell
so
yeah.
sad so
I just
quick.
get worn out real fast.
Yeah, and you're like, welcome to Worthless Clouds. It's like, oh, stupid we are.
You know when you get too happy and then you notice the contrast is like how you notice how sad you are?
Yeah.
That's what that is. You know? Wow. I'll be like, welcome to Worthless Clowns. And I'm like, you don't feel like that.
You feel
never
the
have.
first word.
Welcome.
No, worthless.
Oh.
But welcome.
Yeah, you feel the first word, welcome.
Now I hear what I sound like, and I hate it too.
All right,
Oh,
should we
God.
finish the intro?
Yeah, finish the intro.
Oh, I finished my part.
Oh, okay. I'm Allie
This is
O'Neill.
how Allie does it.
Yeah, I'm just never paying attention. I don't ever do it well. I'm Allie O'Neill. You can find me on Instagram, but it's Allie O'Neill. And we have a special stupid guest today. Hall of Famer, because he's the second
number 2.
second guest we've
Who's
had.
the second? I mean, the first second.
First second was
Shane Torres.
Shane Torres.
Also
nice.
to promote his special.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is hilarious.
I mean,
you
we
guys
love
are
having
idiots.
both of you on. So.
I just wanted to see you. I wanted to see you guys, but have it work for me.
Gotcha. Pencil us in as friends.
I don't know if this is going to help because I haven't even gotten you guys to listen to watch it. So I don't know if we're going to get the listeners to watch it.
Please watch Steve's special. It's
And then
called-
tell them what you guys
Yeah, tell us
Tell-
what you think, and then I'll be like, oh, I should watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if any of our listeners could watch Steve's special, take like a Cliff Notes, send it to me,
Yeah.
and then I can pretend that I watched Steve's
Yeah.
special whenever
Well,
I hang out with
If
him.
I'm going to do one moment of self-promotion for the special, there's a twist in the special. So there's like a twist
Yeah.
ending to the
Oh,
special.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
No special I know of has a twist in it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, we
Very
should say the
exciting.
name of it. It's called Half of We,
Half
and you
of
can
We.
find it on Nate Bargatze's YouTube channel.
Yeah, Nateland YouTube.
Yeah. Just type in Half of We and Steve Rogers. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you type in all of it, it'll come up.
It'll just come up. And that's how the internet works, ladies and germs.
Comedy special. Steve Rogers.
Stand
Half of
up
We,
comedy
stand up-
special.
Get it all in just in case.
Can this be the
so
clip?
you don't want to have to scroll down at all. So just type in a bunch of extraneous Steve related stuff.
Please don't name this episode Half of We.
It comes up first, bro. That'd be so funny. Oh, God. And I'll just make the thumbnail just a picture of you.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It's a thumbnail
Honestly, this is a good way to get views.
Yeah.
We should just do this with everybody.
With every guest.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
just
from.
like
Nate, can you name this episode
no,
our
you got it, buddy. You got
Mr.
it.
Beast?
Mr. Beast gives you a car.
We're naming our episode. It has Chris Angel in the title for this week.
It's called
But it's
My
like-
Affair with Chris Angel.
Yeah.
Close up magic.
Yeah.
But too bad he's like a really, really old.
I know.
Celebrity.
That's the only references I have. It's
Yeah.
like Chris Angel and then
Yeah.
those shirts that say "Pray for me, my wife's Italian."
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's the only references I have.
Wait,
I don't know who Tate McRae
half of them
is.
are in your act.
I know. They are. That's right. Those are the only two things I know.
Good name for a special.
Yeah.
The only two things I know. That's true.
That's a great name.
That's true.
Can I tell you where I was just at Mother of Junk?
Oh yeah, I love
'Cause,
Mother Junk. Do you know what Mother Junk is?
No.
It's
So
just
it's
a
in-
junk. Oh,
Let me
go ahead.
guess.
Go ahead. You got it, buddy.
It's a workout for butts, like a studio where all your workouts is butt workouts.
It's people's moms yell at you to work your butt out more.
Yeah. Yeah, it's women in their mid
Mother
40s
junk.
yelling at you to do more squats.
Yeah.
Right? Mother junk.
Yeah. Or it's like, oh, never mind. That's too close to what it actually was. I was gonna say, or it's like a rock collection your dad throws out, and then they get in an argument. But there were rock collections there.
It's a thrift store?
It's basically just like a junk store.
Yeah, it's a junk shop. It's pretty good. It's huge.
It's huge. It's really fun to look around.
So mother's got big junk.
Yeah. Me and Allie are
God,
doing
I miss her.
We're doing the We're
Miss
doing
my
the
mom and her
artist's
huge
way.
cans.
What?
I'm sure you've done the artist's way.
I've done the artist way.
Yeah.
Did it
We're-
work?
Well,
Well, obviously.
You got on
Look where it's
Nateland.
brought me.
Yeah, you remember you had that bottle opener.
I did. I
What?
opened our bottles.
Oh
That's right.
man, that's
Yeah.
huge.
Mhm.
That's
Sorry,
when you know.
I derailed the whole thing that was
Oh,
happening.
that's
Go
okay.
ahead, keep talking.
So I went there as one of my little artist dates with myself.
Oh,
you know?
cool.
Which, to be honest, I was real rushed. I have a whole week to do it. It's hard to fit them in.
Yeah.
Right?
Totally. Yeah.
That's the
And-
one thing I don't really do is the dates.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then I'm like, is this good for me if I'm like stressed about going and having enough time? But I
Yeah.
had enough time. It was fine, and I had it. I enjoyed it. Check this out.
Whoa.
Pretty cool.
We should get it for the studio.
You should get
Yeah.
that.
Dude,
It's this
okay.
huge.
That's
like,
what would be in a friend's basement.
Yeah,
Yes.
true.
Oh my god, you're so right.
What
it's
kind
a
of
huge.
fish?
It's a
TM.
sailfish.
Sailfish. I
Sorry.
knew you would know.
Yeah, I do know.
I was gonna say marlin.
Isn't
but
that like that's like a stereotype for like
Oh yeah.
dudes.
Totally.
whales.
Yeah.
Or like the talking bass thing.
Right.
Sailfish are actually
Yeah.
the fastest fish in the world.
Billy
Swordfish
Big
are the
Mouth bass.
fastest.
Sailfish.
Sailfish.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not. A,
They
Ellie-
look like swordfish, but they're different, I think.
Yeah.
Swordfish,
but they
I
have
think
a
are-
thing,
Yeah, they also have a thing.
This guy's got a small pointer.
and that's a
That's
sailfish.
what I call it.
That's a sailfish. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but
Yeah.
I think it's a sailfish.
$224.
Are they really fast, or do they just cross first because of their?
They're all cheating. Yeah, all the marine biologists just set up like a racetrack.
But I wanted to show you guys some
And
other
then he
junk.
was like a skeevy guy.
Sailfish starts at 7.
He throws pearls on the floor to trip the other fish.
Look at this. This is the main thing I want to show you. The fish was cool, but check this out. Look at this. This is what they're selling this at the junk store. It's like molds of real people's teeth.
Oh my god, that's
Look
so
at
sick.
this.
Oh my
Like when you get
God.
When you get like
a
your
retainer, or like
redentist.
When you commit a murder, you
yeah,
can-
when
Yeah, you
commit
can
a
take their
murder.
teeth.
yeah,
home.
you change
Yeah.
the teeth.
And then you have a trophy.
Were these people getting like, were they getting a fake tooth? Because most of them have a missing tooth. Like they had
Yeah,
to
maybe
figure
they were
out
getting
the.
a implant or something, or
Yeah.
gold tooth, or maybe just
Oh,
braces.
maybe.
I don't know.
But
Or
what a
maybe
weird
that's a
thing.
shelf for people that mouth off.
Yeah. Yeah.
You punch them so hard, their teeth come right out.
Show me more junk. I'm on a roll.
Okay. Well, this is just. This was
I
wasn't
had
gonna-
bits for both. give me another one.
you know Dwayne, my boyfriend.
Yes.
Yeah, great guy.
That's his last name.
Yeah,
My
boyfriend. He when he was a kid, he oh my God, kid. When he was a kid,
When a
this
kid.
pod is not going to make any sense.
I
It's
know,
already
we're all too
starting off
excited.
crazy. When he was a kid, he hated he hated piles of buttons. Which sounds like a Love on the Spectrum intro.
Autistic shit I've ever heard
I
in my entire
know.
life.
So I sent him this and was like, "Your nightmare." A bunch of buttons.
How many piles of buttons was he around that he developed a hatred
I mean,
for
I
them?
remember seeing piles of buttons a lot when I was a kid because, like,
I
my
guess
mom
that's
was
true.
sewing. And
Yeah, I did see a
whatever.
lot of buttons when I was a kid.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
But I liked them. I would like give my hands.
I
in
know
them.
it's like putting your hands in the beans at
Yeah.
the grocery store. Yeah,
Mhm.
totally.
It's soothing.
You know how they have the dried beans
Yeah.
in the grocery store?
Doing that a lot?
This is the one thing
Yeah,
we
of
fight
course.
about is liking buttons or not.
Buying none of them.
Here's a really ugly. Just sifting through them. I actually did touch them a bit, and then I looked up at the guy and I was like, I better stop.
Yeah, he's
I
like,
was
you're
like-
touching my buttons. You're pushing my buttons.
You're
Yeah.
pushing all of my buttons, all 10,000 of them.
Here's a hideous dog made out of seashells.
Oh my god, it's horrible.
Isn't this ugly?
Wow.
This is the kind of thing
Wait,
I
can
would
I
have
look
bought in
closer at it?
college.
It looks like the gopher from Caddyshack.
Yeah, it does.
Man, I want to believe that it's not handmade, but it looks
It's
it.
handmade.
It looks handmade.
Like an accident?
They bought little googly
Yeah,
eyes
like
and everything.
somebody tripped and this like a bunch of seashells got glued together in a dog.
Like a monkey typing a sentence in a typewriter.
Yeah. That's right.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The theory thing.
Okay,
I don't
good.
know. I'm
What?
too dumb for that.
It's
There's like
a monkey randomly typing. There's something about it.
hold on, I got it.
Some like tiny chance of it writing a full sentence.
If you put a monkey, if you put like an infinite number of monkeys on infinite typewriters for infinite amount of time,
You didn't know we'd be talking about
eventually
this, huh?
one of them will write Shakespeare. And so it's like
Yeah.
to demonstrate chance in large numbers, right?
Yeah. So this is that, basically.
God, this fucking sucks so far.
It doesn't suck. It doesn't
All right,
suck.
one
I will
more.
say that is whoever came up with that sucks.
Here's somebody's.
That's like saying that if you have an infinity of everything, something will happen.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That
Yeah.
sounds right.
We already know
I
that.
believe that.
Yeah.
Totally.
They just said it in an imaginative way. That's all.
yeah.
They
Sure.
gave one version of all possible versions.
Yeah.
Mm.
I gotta tell you that chimp's my least favorite chimp. I want
Yeah.
the one that like.
Tore that lady's face off. Yes or no?
Yes.
Answer.
He's most likely to write something.
Totally. His name was Tonga.
Tonga.
I think he died
He's most
recently.
likely to write because you write when you have a feeling about something.
Right.
He
That's
was
He's got
mad.
passion.
He's got a story
Yeah.
to tell.
He's got a story. Why I did it. If I did it.
Dude,
If I did
it's
it.
called If I Did It. There's like footage of it happening. God.
It takes
Last
two to
one.
tango.
Who's this? This is an actor. You know this guy?
Those are the Jonas Brothers.
Is this the new theme
Oh,
of the
those
show?
are Jonas Brothers.
Is Brittany showing us pictures of her phone?
It's just
Honestly,
Are they
a
gonna
little
see
bit.
any of this?
No, they're not.
no.
I know.
But look at this. It's a collage of the Jonas Brothers on a mug. So someone got
Wow.
that made for like themselves, probably.
Yeah,
It's only the
definitely.
one Jonas brother.
Is it just
That's
one of
what
them?
I thought.
Maybe
It's
they all
just
look. I
Nick.
think they all look the same.
It might
Wait,
be
how
they
do
all
you
look
know
the same.
which Jonas brother that is?
Because Nick's the one that's doing great, right?
Um,
Didn't
I don't
one of
know.
them jump off of a balcony?
No,
Well,
that's
that
one
ain't
of-
Nick.
it's one of the members of One Direction.
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
Down.
All right. Well, I thought you guys would like the junk more, but
I guess he's got One Direction,
Down.
if you know what I mean.
Wait, did he live?
No, he died.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't
Just
know.
kidding. He lived, and he's here now.
Oh, hey. I didn't know about that. I'm sorry if you're in One Direction and watching
That's
this.
all right. I don't really think the overlap between fans of Worthless Clowns and fans of One Direction.
Well, when you name this One Direction, it's a callback to earlier.
left. Oh, never mind.
That's what I wish I did instead of telling that bit.
I did that as a bit. I did that as a bit. That was a bit. Well, sorry, you weren't too interested in my mother.
was
mother
interested.
junk.
I was
No,
interested
I
in your mother's
know.
junk. I just I didn't. I have
You're
to
like,
do
this
jokes.
is my favorite podcast. Now I'm looking at pictures of buttons.
Yeah.
That is the order of how things went down.
Yeah. You thought you loved to come on this show, and
I
then Brittany
still-
had to show you a bunch of pictures on her phone
And
in
here's
an
my
audio
buttons
medium.
and my seashells and my fish and my mug.
That is kind of what this podcast is a little bit.
Yeah, but you make fun of me a lot. So
Oh, yeah, I know
it's
you-
fun to make fun of
I'll
each
keep
other.
it going.
Totally.
Keep
Yeah,
it going.
Totally.
please.
Yeah, totally.
God, it's so hot in
You
here.
got any updates, Steve,
What's
to
cool?
fill the dead air? Now that
I got my cat, my hairless cat. I got him one of the wheel things.
Oh, the huge
where they
wheels?
run in
Oh!
it.
Has he
yeah.
figured it out yet?
Yeah, he loves it. It's
Really?
the best. It's so
Can-
great.
Does your
It's
other
not
cat
possible
go?
to do jumps, is it?
Jumps?
Yeah.
Oh, like jump in
He
it?
couldn't get momentum and make it jump, right? I guess he could
No,
go
no,
off.
no.
He could go off a table.
I don't think Brittany knows
No.
what we're talking
I
about.
guess I don't. I thought it was.
It's like a
I
huge
have-
hamster wheel.
It's a giant
Oh.
wheel.
Okay.
It's probably
I thought it was one of those, but loose.
Oh, like a
So he could
hamster
go around the
ball.
apartment.
Oh, no.
And I was like, how does that work in New York? He's just running into the wall like a Roomba.
Oh my God. And then you're
That's
just like,
great. That is great.
It was a huge hamster ball with a cat in it.
It's a cat that lives in a bubble.
And everybody's like, why doesn't it have fur? And he's like, because it's in the bubble.
Yeah. He's going through a lot.
Yeah. He shouldn't be alive. I keep him alive.
Oh, you almost got a spit take with nothing in my butt. I wasn't drinking anything. That was pure body spit. Yeah, it's a giant wheel. I don't know what it's called, but it Instagram pushes.
It's this tall?
It's tall.
Like
it's
3 feet?
I'll send you. I have my phone on airplane mode,
they're
but
big.
it's I said it like that doesn't let you look at pictures. It's on airplane mode. I can't until we land.
That's how you get out of cheating on your girlfriend.
Yeah, I will. I'd show you my text, but I'm on airplane.
And,
On airplane
and
mode.
you can't even look at your phone when it's on airplane mode. It's up in the sky.
I put my phone on an airplane.
Like you've never even tried looking at your phone on airplane mode because you think it's illegal to look at your phone in an airplane.
Here's the
So you
thing
put it
with
on the mode and you never touch
I
it.
do airplane mode. A lot of people are not doing airplane
I
mode.
do
They're
it
like, it
too.
doesn't matter. And
No.
I'm like, well, why do we have the mode?
I'm one of those people.
Yeah, I gotta tell you.
Yeah, could you tell by my tattoos that I don't follow the rules?
Yeah. The fact that you have sunglasses on your head and the sun hasn't shown up today.
That's right, bitch.
The sun has not come out once today.
Yeah, what about it?
Is this
yeah.
the last thing you do before bed is you take those out?
Is-
Yes. Got her.
Damn.
That's amazing.
Absolutely skewered.
She's got her-
Absolutely skewered.
She's got her slippers on.
Yeah, and then I'm like, beep, boop, beep. And then I tuck them into their own little bed.
Yeah, and you
yeah.
put them on and you make the Mac turning on sound.
Oh. So stupid.
Should we get into Steve's story?
Yeah, do you have a story for us? If you don't, it's okay.
I don't want to go first.
What?
Because I don't remember a story right now.
That's all right.
Steven.
This
what?
also happened when Shane came on for the second time. He completely
No,
disregarded
I know
the format.
I know the
Yeah,
format.
I know.
We can also just hang out.
It's
That's
when I
okay.
felt stupid, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Or
That's my
embarrassed.
whole-
But you
or
also,
whatever.
if you didn't prepare one, we could just
Yeah.
keep doing dumb riffs.
No, I mean I
I'm looking
didn't.
at
I didn't
pictures on
prepare
Brittany's
one, but
phone.
it's not hard for
I
me
got all my
to
pictures.
pull them up. I gotta hurry up with the story.
Get a story out so I don't have to pull out my phone, all right?
Phil-
Uh-oh. Steve, stop. Tell the story. Stop her.
Where I felt dumb. I mean, that's the problem with this life is I feel it a lot.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I'm also worried I can't go. I remember I did childhood last time.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to know when I felt dumb?
Yeah.
Well, one time I proposed to a woman.
Oh.
All right, let's get rid of that.
Maybe watch something of his. Maybe watch something. I don't know.
God, that's so fucking funny.
Yeah, that's what I felt. No, felt dumb. Oh, sure. Yeah. I had furniture delivered
Yeah.
and I don't know what to do as a man when men come over to do men things.
You suck their
Oh.
cocks.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Can you? My phone's on airplane mode. I can't make notes.
Can somebody write that
someone
down?
write that? So I try.
Sorry, I didn't mean
No.
to derail
No,
with a
you're
joke
fine.
that wasn't even that good.
You know what you do as well? This is worse than your joke, so stupid is coming second. But you know what you do when you're around men, you know what they do together? They just stand and clench their jaws.
What?
You guys are always doing that.
I'm not clenching my jaw.
In movies.
Oh, in movies.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Forget it. Let's cut that out.
Nope. Yeah, keep the fiance thing. Get rid of that. No. I heard. This is a side note. So I heard that women are more attracted to men with bigger jaw lines, and
Depends on when in their cycle or something.
when in their cycle.
Yeah.
It's
There's
true.
all this research. I don't want to get into it. I won't get into it.
I want to know.
But it's like, and because I don't remember the periods or anything, like
Yeah.
when in the cycle.
Right.
But there are times when women prefer a more masculine man versus a more like feminine guy.
Right.
Yeah.
So I gotta start going up to people.
You got to
women.
ask them where they're at.
I gotta
Yeah.
start going to
Cycle.
women up at bars and go, "What week are we on?
Yeah.
Where in your cycle are you?
Do I have to do this all night?"
Yeah.
You try to like make them feel scared, but in like a Halloween way.
Yeah.
You're like, ooh.
I come out with a chainsaw that has no chain attached. I'll tell you what's been making me feel dumb lately, but there's not going to be a big story.
That's all right.
But it is a overall theme, and it's actually great people to bring it up to.
Hell yeah.
I'm single.
Yeah.
And I have not dated as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And so like all the ways I've been in relationships before, it was kind of like someone that was already in my orbit.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I've never like had to approach.
Yeah.
And now I am approaching.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Oh, I should try that. You think that would
Dumb.
work?
You do not say hello. It's
Hello.
It's a, hello.
Hello.
Wait, can I borrow your sunglasses and go, whoa?
They're just treating women like
Awooga.
babies.
Oh, just say awooga.
Yeah.
I mean,
and then
I
have your
think-
tongue drop out of your mouth.
Well, like, so I don't want to do apps.
Yeah,
I-
that's
and
fair.
And not even for the I'm so over apps thing that I'm sure a lot of people feel.
Yeah.
I want authenticity,
Mm.
and I don't want time to think of an answer because then I'm
Mm.
gonna be less myself.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
I'm gonna be focused on what they want to hear. I'm not even afraid of. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm not afraid of the rejection
Mm-hmm.
because of what we do.
Yeah.
Like what we do,
Totally.
we get rejected by a room full of people at
Mhm.
night, and I can't wait to do well.
Yeah.
But half of it's on YouTube.
It's completely silent. Just kidding. It's great. Fucking go watch
It's
it.
called half a week because half the room leaves. But so like I've started doing it, and I'm not good.
Wait. So
In the approach in person, you mean?
are these stranger women or these women that you know tangentially?
It's strangers. I'm trying to
Gotcha.
do
Like at
strangers.
a bar or something.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I mean, what was the other word you said?
Tangential?
Tangentially.
Tangentially?
Fuck.
Ten-
You had it so
Tentacally,
good.
I've been like, no one caught that. I said, I'm more likely to flirt now, but like I'm aware of like who not to and stuff. Like I've always remembered being a cashier and like the girl cashiers being flirted with
Mhm.
and being like, that ain't, you can't be doing that. They have
Yeah.
nowhere to
Well,
go.
someone at their
Totally.
job.
Also,
yeah,
like
but that doesn't stop.
like servers or something.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know?
do that. I don't do, but so like I was at a coffee shop, like there's a coffee shop near my apartment, and everyone that works there, I actually have a bit about it in the special, and you guys, why don't you just quote it?
I'm Steve Rogers. And,
Wait, we'll do it together.
I was at the coffee shop and
And these baristas don't even look
They-
you in the eye.
they
Is
all
that
have-
it?
they all
Great
have
joke.
nose rings and pink hair, and it ruins my day. Anyway, make America great again.
What the heck?
That's the special I heard. I don't know.
It doesn't have the pink hair part. So, there's women there our age, and like they're attractive and everything, but I'm like, I'm not interested. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I pick the coffee shop over like any shop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll watch guys like
Mhm.
make moves and get
Yikes.
rejected from them.
Oh,
and I'm
no.
like, I'm so glad I get to keep this coffee shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You're just sitting there winning.
I'm like, this is great. And I will.
Every guy that gets rejected, you're like, gonna be more seats. You like start telling guys.
Sounds
at
like
the
my
shop,
backpack can go right next
You
to
start
me.
telling them, you're like, you should go for it.
I
If you
think
like
she-
her,
no,
then you
no,
should
no.
try- Yeah.
Notice how she
see
said
something.
your name when your order was ready?
Yeah.
I think when they say their name back to you, your name, the rest of this bit, you do it.
Yeah.
So there was a woman with a leather jacket, red leather jacket came in to the,
Ooh.
right?
Yep.
like Rick James.
Yeah, Rick, and super freak. So
Sorry.
no, I'm having so much fun, but I was like going through my brain right now trying to find super freak as a reference, and it was too long of a look for it. But she's in the coffee shop now. Obviously, when women are reading a book, that means don't approach, I would assume.
It depends, but I would just say blanket no unless, I don't know. Sometimes if a woman's like reading a book in a bar,
Mhm.
you can approach her.
Yeah, bar feels
Interesting.
different.
You know what I
Mhm.
mean? It's like if a woman is working on a laptop, don't approach
No,
her.
no, never.
But it's
never.
like a book. It's like a leisure activity.
right.
You know what I
I don't
mean?
want a woman that can afford a computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a woman who could read for that matter.
I don't want her to be able to.
You want her to
read.
be like, honey, my phone is in the sky on airplane mode. I can't show it to you. Put your shackles back on and get back in the basement.
Is L the one that's like an upside down 7? So she's in there, she's reading a book, she's very attractive, and I'm like trying to I actually made a deal with my therapist that I'm supposed to approach 2 women before I see my therapist next. And I haven't done it yet.
Man.
So scary.
I wish your therapist could just come with you and like wingman or something.
Yeah. She's
That'd be
like
nice.
I
It's a girl.
I've seen worse
Even better.
clients. She's got the book, and I'm in line for the coffee, and she's sitting there reading, but then she puts the book down for a second.
Oh,
Yeah. And I
And
go,
then you're like, excuse me, miss.
you better say something quick.
I
You
go,
better say something.
I go, great jacket. And then I don't know if she answered or if she just stared at me, and I don't know if I didn't hear the answer or if she didn't hear me, but there was like a look at each other where I go, well, I gotta say it again. So I go, great jacket. And
You didn't
she
go,
goes,
I said, great jacket. That's how I would do the repeat.
I think that's basically what I did. Like, that was the energy that I had. Great jacket.
Excuse me, I'm speaking to you. I said great jacket.
And then she goes, thanks. And then I was so like overwhelmed that I turned around and went back in line. I didn't
You walked
talk-
over to say great jacket and then just walked back?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And going by the laughter over there, that
Maxim's laughing.
I did really well. And then
I mean, where can you can't do anything from there.
no,
You're
but
done.
like
No, yeah,
one woman that I brought this up to, she's like, well, you put yourself out there. She could have kept it going. She didn't keep it going.
Totally.
Yeah.
So
And I think that's a fine approach because
Yeah.
I mean, you thought the jacket was nice.
right.
It's
Yeah.
also not surprising. She's probably getting compliments on it all the time.
Sure.
So it's not weird to be told. And then if she's
Well, I'm very nervous about being perceived as creepy. And that's
Yeah.
most men. Like, so this has
Totally.
been brought up in therapy a lot.
mhm.
My therapist is like, I have so many female clients that are like wishing men would approach them in person.
Yeah.
But guys are afraid to do it because
Yeah.
they don't want to be perceived as creeps.
Mhm.
And so it's like even the guys, the guys that aren't worried about that are creeps.
Mhm.
But
Of course, but the guys who are worried about it are probably not going to be creepy.
right.
And
Yeah.
also, like, I don't know, you have female friends. You're probably running this shit by them.
Yeah.
You know what I
mean? It's
mean?
all I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Which is a break from what I was talking about for the past year.
Nice.
Anyways, so
He takes out a gun, puts it in his mouth. You shoot us.
Call back if you were recording during that. No one told me, but so this is great. We should get started, but I would love. So I feel stupid and crazy approaching women, and I also like I know because of what we do. This is making me feel comfortable too. Both women with their hands like this and looking down at their laps when I'm being
and I
the
started
most,
like playing with my nail polish.
yeah.
Yeah, me too.
This is what I'm afraid of, and you're doing it.
All right, how about this? How about this?
Are you happy?
feel
Steve?
better?
Are
There
you
we go.
fucking happy?
I said, do you feel better?
I said nice special.
God, you're such a bitch.
Yeah. Oh, now that sounds familiar. So like, there we go. Yeah. So that's the most stupid I feel right now, and it keeps happening.
Maybe you just gotta build the callus.
Yeah.
Do you think that will work or no?
I do think it will work.
Oh yeah, but it sucks.
It's
to
so
do.
hard to build that part because for a living we are introduced, and then I can literally I mean I write jokes, but I could riff for an hour and you know maybe be fine.
Yeah,
and that's a room full of people that paid money. I'm trying to get like so I know I'm good once I get started.
Yeah.
I know if I can. It's almost like I want it to be introduced, like I would for stage to a
credits,
woman.
All your credits.
He just came out of a 7-year relationship, but it wasn't anything he did. Please,
That's so good.
that's not true. It's two people.
That should be a sketch. Just Steve getting introduced to random women.
I need it. I don't know
He'll
how to
take
start
care of
it.
all the reservations.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
both
He's the planner.
looking like the most comfortable women I've ever seen in a while.
Sorry, we're both just like, I don't know, a little bit touched. And so we do this. Sorry.
Yeah.
Both a little bit touched in different ways, if you know what I mean.
I just caught it, and
I don't know. I think you should try. I think the jacket thing is fine. I really.
So I should keep that line.
Yeah, for
For everybody.
everyone.
No matter
Just walk
who it
up
is.
don't change anything.
You
It's
go.
like Mike and
She's
something,
in a
you know?
she's in a swimsuit on the beach.
Yeah.
And you're like, nice jacket.
Nice jacket. I said.
Nice jacket. Rick James. Super freak. And you say, Rick James. Super freak. Do you want to go out?
This is worth those clones. The podcast.
yeah.
You hold up a newspaper with the date on it.
I was at a bar last weekend at a show. I was gonna drink, and the guy next to me complimented my watch.
Ah,
New watch, right?
it is a nice watch.
Pretty basic. It's just
Audio
a little
medium,
Casio
Brittany.
guy.
Audio medium.
Audio medium?
No, I was just making a joke about how you were showing pictures earlier. In
Oh
audio
yeah,
medium.
audio medium. I thought you were talking
Oh, that's
about
right.
the
Last time we
size.
did a lot of act outs,
I
and you
thought you were
guys had to
talking about the
remind me
size.
that it was a podcast.
Audio medium, guys. Podcasts are an audio medium.
But we're being recorded video.
Well, no one needs to see the watch.
Video lead.
I think people can imagine a watch. It's not
they
really
don't know how
about.
nice it is, though.
Well,
Not
it's just a
not the
Casio,
girl I'm
basic
going
Casio.
for. You know, she can't read.
Anyway, he complimented my watch,
Mhm.
right? And then we talked for a second. And if I hadn't been in a relationship, I probably would have been like, oh, he was probably trying to talk.
Right.
But I was just like, oh, thank you. I talked to him for a minute and I went away. And like 10 minutes later, I was like, oh, I think he was trying to talk to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But it was very comfortable. And we did talk for a second. And had I been open to something like that, I
Yeah.
probably would have talked to him for a while and gotten to know him.
Yeah.
Now, do you like? Did you keep talking about the watch and notice him going? Like he was trying to.
No, it was
It was like, tell me about your boobs already. What size are your boobs? I hate it when men are always, they're like,
I
like
said I
your
want to
jacket.
watch you take your clothes off.
Yeah. But yeah, that's why I think It's fine. You can do that.
But it's also like you're never gonna be creepy if you're reading the room,
yeah.
and I believe that you're gonna do that.
Yeah.
There's just gonna be like some Gen Z people. Gen Z is very much like this, where they're like, anybody talking to me in public is gonna kidnap me.
Yeah.
And it's
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
all right, you guys just only know computers, so of course you feel that way.
Right.
But it's like, I don't know. It's like, that lady was like, thanks. And then clearly wanted to end it there, and then
Yeah.
you joined the line. So
Yeah,
it's like,
I read that, and
but it does suck. It does feel weird.
And you
Yeah.
don't know why she said no. Maybe she has something going on already.
oh yeah, and that's also fine. I do have a line I'm really excited to do when a woman
Fuck
says,
yeah.
I'm so excited to do this line. When a woman says, oh, thanks, but I have a boyfriend, I'm going to say, oh, I talked to him. He's cool with this.
Yeah.
I can't wait to do it.
Bro, if you try that in
I
Bushwick,
got his permission.
if you try that in Bushwick, she'll be
Like
like,
it's a-
oh, really? Oh my God, amazing. Join my
great.
polycule. We all stink. We all smell bad. Nothing wrong with being poly, but you guys need to figure that shit out.
You don't have to all go in the shower at once.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. Who has the in New York apartments?
I don't have that kind of water pressure.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Do you have any
But-
other like examples of
Yes.
doing dumb?
So here's
With
another.
dating?
Yes. So there's
Yeah.
here's my issue is, I don't want to. Like I said before, I want to be authentic. I want people to know what they're getting into when they like. I'm not interested in wasting both of our times with these things that we put on to
Yeah.
get someone to
Mhm.
go out with us or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So and you guys know me, I'm pretty me all the time.
Yeah.
And it can be a lot. I'm not a lot, I'm not going to deny that.
Oh, a butterfly landed on my shoulder.
That'll be in the next special you don't watch.
Every
But,
time I see you, I think about you getting excited about a butterfly on your shoulder.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that was real? I thought you were just
No,
calling
so
him gay.
it's a bit I tell. It's not a real thing that happened.
Oh,
Like,
gotcha. Okay. I thought Brittany was just like, look at me. I'm Steve Rogers. I have a butterfly on my shoulder.
Wait, why do I sound like when someone does like the impression of a hot lady?
Yeah.
I'm Steve Rogers.
I'm Steve Rogers.
So that's from a bit I do, a really hilarious bit.
it a
Tour date,
special?
Steven Rogers comedy. What?
Is it in the special?
No, you tell me. So,
Man, teachers doing that got me every time. Even if I had read it, I'd be like, "Oh no! What if I?
Yeah.
What if I'm actually bad?"
I
you
remember
know?
one time my teacher. This will fit the theme of the pod. So, I remember a teacher reading some part of a book, and it was just like in a one table. She was going from like table to table. I don't remember. And I remember recently learning it's polite to look at someone while they talk.
Oh yeah.
So I was
always forget
watching
that.
her read and not gathering anything that she was reading. So she
She was
goes,
nodding hard.
I was just like,
You're just like,
and then she was like, isn't it wild that Tom Sawyer did that? And I go, yeah, it was weird that he did that. And she goes, he didn't do that. I just made that up to you. Just like, she was like, isn't that crazy that this happened and then this happened?
so
to
it was
me?"
a trick?
No, like what she
'Cause
read.
she wanted you to read along.
She just said something
Oh.
contradictory to
I
what
see.
she just read
yeah.
to see if I was paying attention.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And I was not. And I was like, "Oh, they trick you. I didn't know they could do that."
Yeah. I always tricking.
Well, if you see a
That's
teacher,
so
they have
funny.
to tell the truth.
So you
Teacher-
thought
teachers
any
be
talking
tricking.
you had to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then after that, were you like, now I'm going back and forth between my book and the teacher? You're like doing it as fast as you can.
Your nose
trying to
starts
catch
bleeding.
every word.
You're like, I don't know how to be polite.
A vein pops. Oh yeah. So I'm truly myself all the time. And what I was out with Peter Wong and Taylor Yarish one night, and very funny comics, friends of all of ours, I think.
Peter
And-
Wong, former guest.
Yeah. Taylor, just keep trying.
Keep trying, buddy.
And so he watched it. But anyways, so we were out at a bar, and there was two women over at the bar, and Peter is good at approaching. He's
Well, he studied it.
he's bet. Yes, he
Right?
has studied it.
Studied it kind of guy.
Yeah,
Oh
what I
yeah.
would
he's one of those guys.
No,
Yeah.
definitely, yeah.
So he's like, let's
Every
go
night before
over.
bed.
Let's go.
We'll study.
When you're taking out your sunglasses, he's reading
He's
up on
reading.
how to approach.
I know, and I'm wasting my time over
Yeah.
here.
And when he reads about approaching to me out loud, I don't catch any of it because I'm
Because you're
looking
just looking at him.
You're just like, yes, Peter.
and other callbacks. So we were at the bar. There's 2 women at the bar. Peter's like, let's walk over and we'll approach together. And
God, when you
Man,
guys
men
say,
making a plan like that.
yeah,
is so
when,
I don't know
when
another
you guys
way-
are like, okay, we'll approach together.
I don't know
it
another way to put it.
sounds Horrible.
And did you march in step with each other?
You're like, all right, you bang around the left and you bang around the right. We'll corner him.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. It does sound creepy. I was like, I want to get close enough to sniff these women. How can we do that? So is that better? What if that's the only
Excuse
thing
me,
you
ma'am.
release from this?
My name is Steve Rogers, and I'd love to smell your hair. I've tried talking to women before. I told a woman that I like her jacket earlier this week, and she said thank you, and then the conversation didn't really go anywhere. So I'm wondering if I could make it happen with you.
I don't know about opening lines, but I love opening sniffs.
All right, Joe Biden. Everybody remember when he used to sniff people? We all
Yeah.
forgot he used to sniff people because
No,
he was
I
the only
remember.
Well, he
Democratic
can't see.
candidate.
That's how he was getting around.
He can't see.
Man, if I thought of that 4 years ago,
He's like a
that would
blind
have been a killer
dog
line.
being like. Anyway, sorry, we keep interrupting you.
No, it's good because the story's not that long. But so we go over to these women. What's a better way to say approach, by the way, to not be creepy?
No, you could say approach. I'm just
No,
yanking you chain.
Go
I'm
over
trying
to
get
talk
that
to
What?
a woman
Oh,
or something.
Well, I'm not really interested in like talking to them.
It's
But
a
like,
long. It's a long. Say it, though. You can say approach.
no, I am interested in talking to them. Women, I love them. You know, women, if you're a woman, reach out.
There's very few.
Oh, you guys mostly men?
On YouTube, it's mostly men.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But I think in the Spotify, it's 50-50.
Spotify's, yeah.
Nice.
But on YouTube, it's like 95% men.
Hell yeah.
And they're all here for
What's
the
up,
feet.
brothers?
Oh yeah.
They're all for the feet?
Yeah, they're all here for the feet.
Is that why there's no
we
shoes
didn't even
on?
put them up.
No, it just started that
It
way
started
and by
that way.
accident. And then we got a dedicated following based on only wearing socks on the pod.
Because we used to
Wow.
be in that other.
Worthless clowns, but priceless feet.
Worthless clowns, priceless
Priceless
feet.
feet.
Man, that's good. Title
Oh,
for the.
God. Anyway,
Um,
sorry. Fucking finish your story. Jesus Christ.
What story?
Your story, the stupid one you were just telling.
Oh. What was it? I just can't remember at all.
You were approaching the
I
women
haven't
and
really
cornering
gotten
them.
Oh,
to
you
it
and
yet.
you and Peter were approaching. You're on the approach.
Yes.
And Taylor.
We were stalking these women,
Mhm.
and no, we walked over to these women, and we started talking to them, and I was like, I'm gonna do the bits I would do with my friends.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Because if you can, like, I made jokes about my breakup on here, but like that was a big thing we loved doing was bits.
Mm.
Any relationship I've had, we've done bits.
Of
So
course.
it's like, well, if that's something I really like in a relationship, let's lead with that. So
So you walk up and you're like, I demand we do a podcast.
we
together.
must do a
now.
bit. Give
We're
a
like, what do you-
suggestion.
So what do you think about this?
Yeah. Hey, you
Yeah,
look at that.
this. It's my J-Lo impression. Hey, you ever heard this? All these women are complaining about this wape.
So I gotta wait
impression.
whistle.
Uh,
They were talking to them, and they bring up their landlord being crazy and a racist, and I went, "Ugh, that's a shame that she's crazy." and I think I doubled down and went, "I love a racist," and like,
Oh my god.
but and I'm
You're trying to pull Peter in, right, Peter?
well, I'm one of the like I don't know. I feel like it's clear if I'm
Totally.
like lit and I'm hamming
Yeah.
it up. I'm like doing this.
Yeah.
And, For the
And they
audio.
don't know you're a stand-up yet.
They
right?
don't know I'm a stand-up yet. They may have actually,
Oh.
but it did come up in that
Mhm.
conversation. But anyways, so
There's a moment where they're both like, oh.
Oh, gotcha. He could be
Okay.
racist if he does stand up.
right. But I like if I'm being like overly cheesy, I feel like it's clear I'm
Yeah.
being
Totally.
ironic,
Mhm.
all
Or
that.
it's clear to the people, like, it's clear enough that it's a litmus test, right?
Yeah. And it's like, when does someone that feels that way talk that way?
Yeah.
Yeah,
totally.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's how I feel.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So she didn't like it. And she was like, you can't talk like that.
Whoa.
And I was like, oh, I was just doing a bit. I'm sorry. I was just
Yeah.
goofing around. And she's like, you can't, like, she
Oh,
said it.
man,
And I'm
yeah.
like, all right, well, yeah, okay.
You're like, well, that was
And-
my authentic self. Good night.
Yeah, and then literally right next to me, the same thing happened. Peter does the same bit to his lady. She
What?
laughs.
Same exact bit or
Same exact bit.
What?
Because we were broken off. Like we were doing the ones and the twos.
Oh my
And,
God. You guys have spent a lot of time together. huh?
Yeah. I was with him before I came here. And he'll be with me on the road. If you look at the Steven Rogers Comedy Doc. But
You always go, see Roger.
yeah, well, because I'm trying to get a laugh off the fake plugs, and
Yeah.
you guys don't laugh, and it really helps.
I start paying more attention.
Yeah, I'm like, what is he going to say next?
Yeah.
The rest of his
So-
Like, I gotta
website?
move the hair
The
off my
rest
ear.
of his what comes after .com.
Wait, Steven Rogers what? Steven Rogers what? How do I find your tour dates?
So I can't wait to be the first 3 guests.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep. We'll just cut it together so it sounds like we laughed faster there.
That's what we did on
You
mine.
do that, right, Ellie?
Yeah, I could do that.
We sped yours up, last time.
What?
Yeah, we
'cause
sped
there's
it
a
up by
lot
like
of
3
dates we
times. Only when you
just-
talked, though.
Why?
I'm just kidding.
I know.
Okay, sorry, you just seemed really hurt, and I was like,
I
no,
know.
we care about
But
what
I
you
was
have to
going to
say.
keep going with
I
it.
can act if you reach out at Steven.
What's the rest of the website? I don't know how to reach you.
So, his lady laughs, and I'm like,
Oh, man.
And you're like, give me her.
I
Take this
know,
one. She hates
I'm
my
like-
jokes.
I'm just like, I know, like, that there's blah, 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 someone out there that will, like, it will all work out, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, I didn't like that. But,
yeah,
sure.
Yeah, that's what people say.
But in the moment, I'm like, is there no one that, am I speaking in another language? I thought, like, I knew how to be funny. Like, it
Yeah.
made me doubt myself. So, but then I'm like, well, now I'm not interested already. And now I'm wingmaning. So I'll
Yeah.
wingman. I have no problem wingman. And then she wants to watch my stand-up. And I'm like,
In a bar?
In front of you?
in front of me.
It's
And I'm like,
horrible.
don't do that.
Yikes.
But I'll show you my account.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you want to watch it later, great.
Yeah.
And then then she pulls out her phone, and her phone's like an older iPhone where it's
Yeah.
smaller. And
Mhm.
I go, I'm sorry, before we do this, can we do this on a smaller phone? and then she goes, you know what? Get your phone out.
What?
And let's do it on your phone. I'm like, no, I'm just
Oh my
trying to
God.
like.
This
Twice?
lady's, I'm going
Twice
to tell
in
you
a
something.
row?
This lady's fucking stupid. That's what it is.
I'm just like trying to
Insecure,
have
too.
fun. Now
She
I'm
thinks
not
you're really making fun of her phone screen?
I haven't even
Yeah.
done anything like where I'm being like overly like flirty, sexual, none of that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm literally just trying to be an idiot
Yeah.
to her joy.
and
Yeah.
she's
For
and
her
she's-
joy.
Yeah, you're trying to be a jester, and she's
Yes.
like, "Fine, then take out your phone.
Yeah.
Mine's too small." I just think she's stupid. I think
Yeah.
I do think that these people exist where they just have no sense of humor.
I think we're just not used to
How did she get that friend then?
this.
I don't know.
How'd she get the friend that gets it?
Women always have friends.
Yeah.
Women be out here having friends.
They always have friends, and that's why they don't shoot up schools. By the way, you guys should figure that
Yeah,
out.
true. You guys got to figure that out. I said what you said. Yeah, figure it out. Yeah. I said what Allie said.
But yeah, and then I had another night where recently where I was wingmaning because I was talking to this woman and she goes, I'm from Charleston. And I was like, oh, I was just in Charleston. There's this really good cookie place there. And I mentioned this cookie place. She goes, that's not a Charleston thing. And I was like, oh, well, I had it there. And I was just telling you that I went there and I liked it. That's all I was saying. And she goes, but it's not from Charleston.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm saying I was there.
Yeah.
That building's there.
I'm telling you about a personal memory that was positive for me.
And then I explained this, and she's like, but it's not there. And then the guy I'm wingmaning for goes, oh, no, he's not saying it's a Charleston thing. He's just saying it's in Charleston. And she goes, oh, okay. And he goes, he just said that. I'm not even trying to get with this woman.
Yeah.
I'm trying to have a human connection.
There's something about you where people are like, no. Like, what the fuck?
And
It's such an insane thing.
I don't even think I'm coming like that. That last story, I wasn't even interested. I was like just hanging out with
Just
my
trying to
buddy.
relate.
Just
Yeah.
trying to relate.
Yeah.
I'm like, because at the base level of it, it is like we're trying to have human. I'm
Yeah.
trying to get better at human connection, and then it will make relationships better in general, and then. Yes, maybe I'll meet a woman through just being comfortable talking to strangers
Yeah.
in these random spots. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll meet somebody that way.
Mhm.
But it will make everything better, all the connections, because we're on
Yeah.
the road meeting new people every night.
Totally.
So
Yeah.
I'm trying to get better. I do meet and greets after, and I'm always leaving like, am I the dumbest person
Oh
that's
my
ever
God.
spoke? So it's like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get better
Yeah.
at talking to
Yeah.
everybody because
Mhm.
I want them to be comfortable.
Man.
Yeah.
You
So,
know,
yeah.
I was sorry, I'm talking about mother junk again. But here I go.
I can't believe it came back.
No,
It's
but
like
this
Brittany
is.
has spent the last 10 years at that place right before coming to this
Is your
podcast.
apartment in
And then
Mother
I
Junk?
was like, okay, 45 minutes has gone by. I think I can bring it up again. But no, on my way out, someone recognized me. They were at the special taping.
Oh my
Whoa.
God,
Yeah,
amazing.
and I was like, oh, that's so sweet. But it was so awkward because of me. It was very awkward.
Right.
And I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh, thank you for being there.
Is she about to sing?
And she started out being like, yeah, it was so funny. We really loved you. Whatever, it was very nice. And then I'm like, well, I'm about to disappoint you because this
Right.
is what I do in real life.
yeah, and you're like, thank you. Thank you
Thank you.
for coming.
I started yawning like James from Love on the Spectrum.
Yeah.
Oh,
Put my whole
man.
fist in my mouth.
That's so great. And Love on the Spectrum season 1, where I'm blanking on his name, but his mother's giving this speech at the party, and he goes, "Okay, can you stop talking now?"
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
it was the most beautiful moment.
It fucking
so
rules.
good.
It's so great.
God.
But anyway, I understand wanting to work on because I can talk to my friends
Yeah,
and I can
Mm.
talk on stage or whatever,
it's not a
but it's unnatural sometimes with other people.
yeah, it's not a I need a girlfriend thing.
Mhm.
It's a this could help. This bigger thing could help this smaller thing also.
Yeah.
The
Mhm.
bigger thing being like I'm meeting people all the time.
Mhm.
If people, thankfully, people are coming to see me, 2 at a time. But but when they come and they say like I had some people in Nashville come to see me because they saw the special.
Yeah.
And I was like, you got to tell Brittany and Ellie about it. But
That's like 8 jokes about us not watching the special. You got to get to
but-
10 in the next 2 minutes.
I can do it. That's my light. Now I don't know if I wanted to know that I have 2 minutes left. But
No, go as long as
No,
you
you
need
can go.
to.
You can go for longer.
Yeah,
can
don't worry.
someone Photoshop like me having cats in the cradle in with yarn? I keep doing this.
I'm gonna Photoshop you holding a big egg.
From
you're like-
Mother's Junk. So, but they came in. They're like, "Hey, we saw your special. We really liked it." And I'm like talking to them, and I'm like, "Am I doing a good job right now?"
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm so grateful they're here.
Yeah.
And then any woman that's attracted to me, so grateful you're there.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to not be up here and
Yeah.
trying to be better
Yeah.
at being in the moment with
Mhm.
them.
Totally.
Because I can
Yeah.
do it with like my
People you
comedy
know.
friends.
Yeah.
I have zero issue.
I know.
Of
I'm talking to
course.
these people and I'm immediately like, Brittany, what are you doing?
Right.
Say something.
Yeah.
Say something good.
Also, I feel
Be memorable. I couldn't do anything. I was just like, thank you. Thank you
Be
so much.
memorable.
you start fucking tap dancing.
I'm like, oh,
You're
okay.
like,
Like, I
"You
didn't
were
even
coming
know
through
it
my
was coming
special."
out of me. I'm doing cartwheels down the street. Goodbye.
You're
See you
doing
next
this. You're like,
time.
whoa.
You're doing cartwheels on the street, and they're like, "Actually, I have to go this way too." And you're like,
Yeah, and then you're like,
I gotta keep doing these.
This is who I really am.
No. Oh, you have the same subway stop. That's great.
That's so good.
Oh God.
But anyways, if you're in that 50% of women that go by the audio only,
Yeah.
You're banking
Check
on the
out the
audio
real
only.
deal, huh?
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
I will never wingman for you because that's how I'll be.
No,
so
I
won't
I
do it.
need women to
I'll do it,
be
that'd be
To vouch
fun.
for you?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Totally.
yeah. Okay. So I go up and we're like walking together, right?
And so we'll be walking together, and you go, "Wow, me and my boyfriend were just talking about what a great lover you must be."
Yeah.
and
And make sure you
then
use
I'll
the
go,
word
"Not
lover."
this again."
Everybody's always saying that about me. And I say, you don't know me. You
must
only know
be-
the women I've fucked who have said that out loud to you.
Yeah.
Even the women that aren't with you anymore can't stop talking about how considerate you are. And I'm like, I know, but I just want to meet someone that doesn't know all this.
Yeah.
You know?
And then I'm like, excuse me, ma'am, can you break a tie over here?
Yeah.
Do you think that he looks like a really, really good lover or a really bad one? Because all my friends say he's a really good one.
Anyways, if you could do that, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Totally. I could definitely try to do that, but I might scare him off.
Yeah,
But I know what you're talking about with like,
but I like scary women. So if you could, we can find scary women. That'd be
Scott, you want to come to a
True.
family reunion of mine? They all have no teeth, by the way. They're
Well,
all.
I know where we can get some.
Oh, oh
Yes.
shit! I gotta tell Mookie about that. It's my aunt.
Is Mookie a real person?
Yeah.
Mookie's my aunt. My
Mookie's
aunt Mookie.
real.
Yeah.
Wow.
You met? No, you didn't.
No, I didn't meet Mookie,
She's
no.
got no teeth.
Mookie
I've
Conster.
imagined her many times.
Yeah, I gotta show you a picture
Yeah.
of her.
Well, it's gonna disappoint because it's not what I
I gotta tell you,
imagined.
I think I just told the best bit I've ever told in my life.
With the teeth,
Mookie Conster.
Mookie Conster.
like Cookie Monster.
Oh my god.
Yeah, a joke for 5-year-olds. God, my nephew would love that bit.
Yeah, get him, Brittany, get him.
Clean comedy. I'll take 5-year-olds.
Mookie.
I mean,
This is
in
the
the
stuff
audience.
Nate's looking for
Mookie
right now.
Conster.
I've performed for kids in the audience.
Have you?
Yeah.
Man, that'd be fun, huh?
Yeah. The
I feel
kid-
like they'd be tough
Dude.
too.
Have they
So
seen
get-
The Departed? If they haven't, they won't like my comedy. That's the only reference I have.
Do you have those things on your shoes when you're on stage?
Yeah, totally. I'm like, I hate Paw Patrol. They're all fucking cops.
Cranberry juice.
What are you on your period?
No, I've performed in front with kids in the audience, and it is heightened of both things.
Yeah.
So when a kid's sitting there like this,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah,
that stinks.
yeah.
totally.
But when
They're
a
just
kid,
sitting there like, my teacher told me to pay attention. They're mad at you for being the thing they have to attend to.
but when I gotta tell you this, I've done some shows where the kid, like a kid's laugh, is
Yeah.
like very clear,
Aw.
and he's dying.
Oh, man.
that's great.
That
Dying like he's
Fantastic.
being tickled almost.
Yes.
Man.
Yes, and like I was doing jokes about being like in a breakup and being single.
Yeah.
In my early 30s, talking about this moment of my life, broken
Yeah.
off engagement, being single, and there's this kid going. And I'm like,
Oh,
this is the
man.
best sound I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
kid, I'm killing this kid. And he's like I don't even know if he knows what I'm
It's
talking
also like,
about.
what happened to him that he's like, I get it, buddy.
Yeah. How old were these kids?
He's on year 5.
What?
What happened to him?
Oh, you're right.
What?
What? How old were they?
I don't know. I don't
Know
I
the
don't
ages of kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
If anybody asks.
I think he was this many, but